Hey, you have a free right before lunch, right?
I do, but I've been recommended to go see a Mrs. Adrian Irving.
So they finally realized that there's nothing they can do to control you. So they're sending you to some crazy doctor?
Now you see, that is where you are wrong, my friend. They are sending me to a therapist because even they cannot begin to comprehend my vast knowledge. I'm a child prodigy, you see.
Surprisingly, that's a little known fact.
I try to keep it a secret. If I let it get out, before you know it, I'd be hounded by the media, and thousands of Ivy League schools would be begging me to come to their stuffy institutions.
Well, genius. Didn't you say that they recommended you go see her? Can't you say that someone else recommended that you go help them cut French class?
You see, that's what I thought. I turned down their offer a week ago, and ever since then, every time I turn a corner, there are these guys dressed in black and starting to get frightened. They threaten disciplinary action, okay?
Well, you've dodged that bullet long enough. Why should they catch you now?
Don't worry. She won't break me down. It'll be a breeze.
Yeah, right. Next time I see you, you'll be about as soft as an overcooked marshmallow.
Don't bet on it.
Come in. It's a little late. I thought you wouldn't show.
I had some business to attend to.
And what would that be?
Not coming here.
It's nice to finally meet you. Do you prefer Will or William?
It's Will.
Better late than never. Take a seat. I've heard a lot about you.
Oh, so you've read some of my stunning recommendations? Well, you're one of the lucky few.
Do you know why you're here?
You tell me.
Some of your teachers have noticed some rebellious behavior from you.
Shouldn't I be at the dean's office then? Because I've been there a lot, actually, and I kind of like it there. He has this wallpaper that, in my opinion,
You're
really...
very good at avoiding things, but you can't avoid things here. That's why they've sent you to me. I'm not going to let you skirt the issues. I'm here to help, but I need your cooperation in order for that to work.
You know, I think you're right. Because he always did seem easily distracted, and that's hardly a good quality in the dean of students.
You haven't always been like this, have you?
Take me back, why don't you? It sounds like a bad horror movie. He started out as a good child.
And straight A's, violin in the orchestra, honors art classes. Sound familiar? It should. It was your life in 10th grade.
What's wrong with my life now? I still get good grades. You can't judge me by what they put in that little folder of yours.
Then why don't you talk to me? Certainly make my job easier.
What do you want to know?
What changed in a year? What made you start acting the way you do now? I've heard you were polite then. You followed the rules. You actually listened to the teachers.
If anyone were polite to me, I'd gladly return the favor.
So you feel people act disrespectfully toward you?
Yes. That's it. That's completely right. You've cracked me open like an egg, Mrs. Irving. Thanks a lot. I'll be sure to remember it.
Does this have anything to do with James Moore? He got expelled for doing something stupid. You couldn't handle it, so you decided to rebel against the school to show them they were wrong, right?
He got expelled for the wrong reasons. And I am handling it. Better than anyone here ever could.
It's very mature, Will. You don't get exactly what you want, so you throw a fit? You call that handling it?
Doing something about what you believe in is not throwing a fit. When was the last time you ever actually got angry enough to do something? You have no right to judge me.
This is what you call doing something? Are you taking action by being rude to nearly every faculty member here? I'll tell you, the one thing you are doing is making a mess of your reputation.
I'll say it again. If they weren't rude to me, I wouldn't be in this position. And maybe if some of the drones around here realize that, then they would understand that it's not a temper tantrum. It's a choice. A choice I make every day to make a point. Maybe I'll never make a difference, but at least I believe in something. What do you believe in?
If I said I believed in you, would you sit down and talk to me some more?
Off the record?
Off the record. William and Victoria Cunningham.
Unfortunately, my parental units, yes.
Does your father go by Will, too?
No, he'll always be William.
How are things with them? Would you say you had a good relationship?
Is it therapist policy to ask that?
Almost as much of a policy as you're answering it.
They're my parents.
Well, do you have a girlfriend?
It's fun.
So it's nothing serious.
Would you consider marriage serious?
Yes, of course.
When was the last time you had fun with your husband? I'm sorry, that was kind of out of line.
Don't worry about it. Look, I have to fill out this report on you. I figure you would describe yourself best. I mean, I'll write it if you want. I just thought that...
My friend James Moore left last year. He left and I did something about it. Every day I do something about it. The people here, the teachers, they don't understand me, but at least they know I'm there. My father left a long time ago. He sits in that chair every day, but he doesn't know we're there. My mother knows it, but she doesn't do anything about it. Every day she just ignores it. Here, I'm what I wish I would be there. And I'm what I wish she could be.
Thank you so much, Will.
By the way, we're still off the record.
Hey, I think I am going to be able to make that dinner tonight.